Okay, this is Marcel Abbott, BBL Lab, and today I'm here with new recruit for the Sheffield Sharks, Lucien Christofis. So, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm really good. Just had a practice in the morning, and now we've got the afternoon off, which is nice.
Okay, cool. So to start off, it's kind of something I'm going to start doing now.
Yeah.
I've kind of got a little kind of like icebreaker before we get into everything. So the question is, if you could have any superpower, what superpower would you be picking and why?
Ooh, superpower. Um, I'd like to fly. Just I don't know, see the world in a different view,
Yeah.
and you can get to places
Yeah.
wherever you want. You don't have to get a flight anywhere. So I think flying will be my thing.
So for those that don't know, I guess, explain who you are, and your background and how you got into basketball.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm Lucien Christofis. I was actually born in London. I lived there
Yeah.
10 years, and then I moved to Brighton. So I
Okay,
kind of grew
cool.
up in Brighton. I only really started playing basketball when I was like 13, 14. I
Yeah.
think one of my neighbors was into it. I was always into sports. My main
Yeah.
sport was kind of like football growing up. But yeah, then I just started playing basketball, and then I sort of kind of fell in love with the sport. Um, I traveled to America a few times when I was younger, so I kind of really liked the idea of like studying over there whilst playing. But yeah, that didn't happen. But it was a nice idea. It kind of kept me motivated to sort of like train and stuff for basketball. But yeah, I grew up in Brighton. Played for Brighton Cougars when I was younger, the junior team. And then I went to Basvet College, which we competed in the EABL when it was kind of just starting up as like an academy league.
Yeah.
Played there for 3 years, and then I went on to Loughborough University, and I was there for 4 years. My first year, we were actually in Division 2, then we got promoted to D1, and then played the last 3 years in D1. And also it was kind of like the Loughborough University is kind of connected with the Leicester Riders.
Yeah.
So it was a great opportunity. I could play and train with some of the pro players there while studying, which was really good. Yeah, and then after Loughborough, I went to Sweden. I played in the top league in Sweden for 2 seasons, and then I'm here back in England for Sheffield.
Yeah. I was going to say, it seems that at least 50% of the players kind of in the BBL have kind of have at least some sort of connection with Loughborough. I think it kind of just shows how good the program is, and the opportunities it gives players. So what was your time like there? Kind of what have you got to say about Loughborough?
I think Loughborough is a very, very like organized professional setup there. Their facilities are amazing. Like there's so much stuff, and there's so many like just like outlets to becoming a professional, and sort of like putting you in the boat and kind of being around professional athletes, and you kind of know what's going on. And like there's just a lot of advice and a lot of stuff that just helps you do for life too, as well, for life after basketball as well. And also just being just being professional at your sport, whatever you do. So I think it's a great option if you're from the UK and you want to study somewhere and play at a really high level. Then I think Loughborough is a great option to look at.
Yeah. So what were you studying alongside playing?
I was studying sports management.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So.
So last season you played in Sweden. Was that behind closed doors season, or did you have fans in?
So the first year we had fans, and then obviously kind of pandemic hit, and they kind of cut the season short. But then last season it was behind closed doors. There wasn't fans at the games. There was like the only people that could come were like staff. So there was always like extended staff. So, but no, I think towards the end it got to like maybe like 8 people could come in.
Oh wow, yeah.
So like it was a weird experience, but it was. I mean, the league carried on, and it was quite nice because in Sweden, they didn't really have any lockdowns or anything. So I kind of avoided the lockdowns and stuff in the UK, which was kind of nice.
Yeah. So the question was, how do you deal with with the pressure of performing in front of a crowd? But I guess I'll also it to what kind of with it kind of being completely silent, well, not silent, but without the cheering and everything. What kind of effect does it have on players and on yourself?
I think definitely playing in front of a crowd, it can shape the way the game goes. So especially at home, if you're playing away, it's quite difficult to play in front of a crowd. A lot of energy comes from the crowd and kind of can help you win close games. So playing at home with the crowd is amazing because you've always got the fans behind you screaming, like supporting you. So it definitely can affect the game where the crowd is. But I think last year without a crowd, we just kind of got used to it and kind of we had to make our own energy, be our own crowd sort of thing, like on the bench and stuff. So I think it was a good experience. I don't think it affected us too much, but we kind of you kind of got used to it and not playing in front of people.
So last year is it Nassjo?
Nassjo.
Okay, yeah. It was. I think we knocked out. Was it in the semi-finals of the playoffs? Yeah. So, is there anything that I guess you feel that you or the team could have done differently in order to change that result?
I think we just. It was because it was a series playoff, so it's all a lot about technical and just like little changes now and again. I think we just had a really good we had a really good run, but then we couldn't. I think that the other team were just that much better at just kind of picking up the little things. We would make a lot of little mistakes, which led to like us being in a deficit that kind of struggled to get out of that. But I mean, we there's always stuff we can do. We could have done better. But I think for the Nassjo basket, it was it's a pretty historic season for them because previously they've only won one game in the playoffs and they've never made it to the semi-finals. So that was our kind of like goal at the beginning of the season to kind of make the semis. So I think we achieved our goals, and I think we had a great little run. Yeah. But the team that knocked us out, they went on to the finals and won 4 straight games in a row. So we gave them a bit more of a game than the other team did in the final.
So in interviews and that kind of thing, a common kind of phrase from the person being interviewed is either taking it game by game or on onto the next one. So I guess when either when you do win or when you lose, how hard is it? Is it purely a matter of kind of forgetting about that game that's gone and eyes straight onto the next one, or do you have any time to reflect on the performance and things?
Yeah, definitely in the playoffs it was very just move on to the next game, because we would still go over the old game but we wouldn't dwell on the result because there's no real time for that. I think the games were like 3 or 4 days in between each other. We'd obviously rest the day after the game and then go over video from that game, and then just had to sharpen up, and whatever we did wrong, we just make sure we didn't make those mistakes in the game coming up. So yeah, it's very like, in fact, right, where everyone's like, yes, game by game, focus on focus on the next one coming up, because you have to do that.
Because it seems like it's kind of, I wouldn't say like a cop out, but it seems like if they're looking, if they're looking for a kind of an easy answer, it seems like that's the go-to. But
Yeah.
yeah, but so this summer it was ball out, 60 piece Paget, I think was a team name. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. So I can imagine, playing with and against your mates is, loads of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it was a great experience. Yeah, it was a nice little event in London, which was cool. And then seeing a lot of guys that I've played basketball with throughout the years. So it was really nice. It was really cool event that they put together.
Yeah, because I was there up until the quarterfinals, and then because like the train or it overran slightly or whatever, and then I remember seeing, I think who hit the winning shot, because I can't remember, but I remember seeing it on the train back on the final.
In the finals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was me. That was
yeah.
I was missing all game, and then Max was going crazy. He was whapping like 6-5 threes, and then he couldn't quite get the last one, and then I happened to get that winning shot.
Yeah, because I was there for the majority and everything, and I was fuming that I was missing the final, but then I saw it come up, and I was like, I kind of wish I was there, but yeah, so playing in that it's kind of like that street ball kind of environment, but with such a big crowd, I guess. Describe the atmosphere and the feeling when you hit that shot and everyone's going crazy, everyone's going mental.
Yeah, the atmosphere was crazy. Like obviously they hit a buzzer shot to tie the game up at the end. Yeah. We kind of look back on it, and it is after the clock, but I'm saying they want to give a good game. They want to give a good game for everyone. But no, it was a really intense game, and the crowd was loving it. And yeah, when I hit that shot, I wasn't really expecting everyone to run on the court, but it was a great feeling. They were picking me up on that, everyone shouting. It was it's just that feeling was amazing, man.
Yeah. So now you said you've not been in Sheffield too long, but I have a little segment at the end. I know Sky do it, but I'll take it as my own idea. It's kind of, so I'll ask like little questions, and it'll be kind of like a quick fire. So to get started, so who would, in practice or in the changing rooms or whatever, who's like the DJ who decides what music's on?
Music. So we got John. He's actually an artist. He's a rapper himself. So he's got like a little album out and stuff. So he's always playing his new and upcoming tracks. So yeah, I'd say he's probably the DJ of the team, really.
Yeah. So who? I wouldn't say the latest, but who's like just on time? Yeah, is there anyone that kind of make sure like if practice is at 7, then they're not like any minutes before, they're right there on 7, or?
Well, to be fair, everyone's pretty much on time. There's one time I think Oscar kind of came a bit late, so but majority of the time it's all good. But coach does pull up to practice on time, like it's like on the dot. If it's at 10, he's there on the dot. He's like, right, let's go, guys. It's like, what?
Yeah. Is there anyone who plays the most video games, or are you all gamers? Or
I think pretty much. I think everyone kind of plays games. Everyone playing like Call of Duty and stuff.
Any 2K?
I think 2K. Mainly just Call of Duty, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's kind of Warzone's taken over now.
Yeah. Well, I've heard this 2K is meant to be good, but the last couple have been very disappointing. But I've not got my hands on this one. So
I've seen a lot of videos online for different themes and stuff. So it looks pretty cool, but it's always just the hype before the release.
Yeah, exactly. it always happens. It's always the best at the start, and then by the end, by next year, it's one of the worst ever. But yeah. So who would you say is kind of like the teacher's pet? Like the one in school that'll kind of like ask for the homework and that kind of guy. Who Is there anyone like that actually?
Uh, um, I think maybe it might even be me, to be honest. Slightly might be just because uh I'm playing the backup point guard, which sort of previous years I haven't really run. I was more like a wing shooting guard. So I'm just trying to pick Aaron's brains and ask coach, like, so I know what's going on, because obviously I have to create plays and stuff. So I just want everything to be run correctly and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be asking a lot of questions.
Yeah. What's it like, adapting to a new role? Because I can imagine, once you find your role, you're kind of used to it, and you know where to stand and all that kind of thing. So what was it like, kind of, just adapting to a complete role?
It's different. It's very different. But I'm excited. I'm really excited for it, because as I started playing basketball, I was always a point guard. But then going to university and stuff, I kind of transitioned and just started playing on the wing a bit more, because I think we had a lot of point guards, and then I just stuck with that really.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to just kind of get to coming off ball screens and just creating plays for other players. And also I've got the skill of being the wing as well, so I can be the combo if I'm on the floor with the starting point guard Aaron as well. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's exciting, but there's a lot of work to be done. But I'm ready to put in the work. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, well, the season starts this Friday. I think it's Cheshire.
Yeah.
I think it's the first game. Yeah, but
we've got a cup game.
Yeah, is there any specific game that you kind of circled on the calendar, that you're looking forward to especially, or they all?
I think I'm looking forward to playing the Riders again, which will be good in like an actual meaningful game, because there's a few of those players that have been teammates before.
Yeah.
But I think the one that I'm kind of excited for is playing against London in London, because it's down south where all my mates are, so they'll come pop by, and family and friends will come watch me play, and they haven't seen me play for many years, so that's going to be really nice to be playing in front of them, really. So that's what I'm mostly looking forward to.
Yeah. Also, so this is another question. With the 2 years in Sweden, what's it like, playing away from home, not seeing your family and that sort of thing?
It can be tough. But it was nice. It was nice to be away from the UK, because I kind of lived here my whole life, and I want to travel. I want to experience different cultures and stuff. So I was just really embracing it, and I just really embraced it, and met loads of friends over there that I would call like family and stuff. So I feel like Sweden is my sort of second home now, which is really nice.
Yeah. Well, it was brilliant. It was brilliant talking to you, gaining an insight into your career, and Sheffield. So good luck for Friday. Yeah, Friday.
Yeah. Thank you very much, man.